KYTPC, this is Ray, Smoking Kentucky Piper here. Hope you're all having a great day. Smoking some early morning pipe in this Volani volcano that I've been working on. Still have some things I'd like to do to it, but I wanted to go ahead and take it out for a test drive. Just starting to get into doing some restoration work on pipes. I'm learning. I've got a lot to learn. Don't have any reamers, so when I was working on the bowl on this, because it had been smoked pretty heavily, had a lot of cake on the rim that I'd cleaned up, but I found that in cleaning the cake without a reamer, I was trying to use some sandpaper. And I ended up, I guess I must have sanded an uneven spot. Because I was prepared to make some pipe mortar to repair it. And wanted to get it down closer, to the bare briar, so it would have something to hold on to other than our carbon coating or cake. And once I started doing that, I saw that there actually was not a pit in it, so I actually got a little lucky on that. But I'm pretty happy with it. As I said, I'll probably do a few things. Not sure if I'm going to try to restore the logo or not. I can't quite figure out if it's deep enough to really bother with. Plus I've got another one now that I want to work on. It's a 7LA Toscana. It's a 614. This was eBay. Already worked on the rim darkening and done a little cleanup on it. Checked the bowl. I've sanded it out. It's in good shape. So I'm not quite sure how much more I'm going to do to it. It has a little teeth chatter, but I don't use bits, so I'm not really worried about that. I've disinfected it and sanitized it. But talking about estate pipes, this past weekend went over to my stepmother's house. And she sent me home with Dad's pipes. Most of you know Dad passed away back in March. So it was something that I was kind of looking forward to, kind of dreading bringing this home. But I'm glad to have him. Dad's, country guy, so he didn't have really anything special. But I'll go ahead and put in a clip here showing, some of those pipes and the condition, things like that. So I'll go ahead and put that in here. Okay, we're going to look at some pipes that were Dad's. I know that at least one of these had belonged to his brother Raymond, that I was named after. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to have to ask some of the family. But first off, we have this Dr. Graybo. This is a Crown Duke. Rusticated. As far as I can tell, the spade there almost has a greenish tinge. I apologize for the lighting here. I'm trying my best, but not really set up for this. It's just the regular filter. Now this has, let's see, the hole there in the stem. Dad was a chewer, as was Uncle Raymond apparently. Okay, so we've got this Dr. Graybo Savoy. Has the yellow spade there, which I believe that was a lesser quality if I recall correctly. Imported briar. This one they didn't quite manage to chew through, but there's definitely been chewed on. This one must have been a newer one. I don't remember this one. This is another Omega. This one is rusticated. It says Omega Dr. Graybo. This one has their version of the P-lip, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it really worked good enough. This one, the reason I'm thinking this one is newer, it has very little wear for the pipe of Dad's. And you grab a light. Very little as far as cake goes in there. Next up is an unnamed pipe. This one just says genuine imported briar, and then down here at the bottom it says Italy. This has the condenser or stinger, just a one hole. Now this one has the hole on top, which is unusual. So I'm thinking this one may have been one of Uncle Raymond's. Ones of Dad's tended to have the hole down in the bottom. I'm wondering if that's just the difference in them. Next is this little Fratelli Rossi. Century-old briar, Italy. See, this one has the hole in top again, so that's the thing I'm thinking. This is one that I'd never seen before. Dad had actually got a, is there a meerschaum? This is a Rob Roy, it's a Legend Rob Roy bent. Doesn't have a lot of wear here up on the stem on the, and you can see there's some wear to the stem where it's started to burn away, but not a lot of use. I've never actually had a cob before. This will be the first cob. I've never smoked one before, so other than just kind of sanitizing it a little bit. I'm not worried about the teeth chatter. I don't use a soft bit on mine. I don't care if I get a little chatter on it, so before I show you the last one, I did want to show you a little surprise I got out of his stuff. This was a 7LE box. Apparently it had been a 6. Trying to get that in the light, which is being a, well, Yeah, it's being a little stubborn. I apologize for that. As it says 622M. Has the 7 LE's pipe sock in it, but no pipe. This one did have some BJ Long cleaners in it that were apparently branded for tinderbox. And this last one was Dad's favorite. This is a Stanwell Scandia 735, made in Denmark. He got this one in 1976 when he was leaving the company he was working for there in Columbus. When we were moving back down here, they gave this to him as a going away present, and this is the one that he almost always smoked after that. He loved this pipe. Everything that he had that this was the one thing I really wanted kind of to remember him by. And I do intend on getting it fixed up and smoking it. He's got one spot here on the bottom where he managed to kind of wear a hole there for his tooth to kind of hang on, I guess. It is a little loose, the tenon is. And let me grab a light. See, there's a little cake buildup in there. Now this one I'm not going to work on myself. This is one that I want to make sure it's right. So I'm probably going to have someone else work on this one. But that's it for the pipes. So there you go. Pretty typical state pipes. Eventually, as I learn restoration a little better, I'll work on some of those. The Stanwell Scandia, that is one that it's a little bit too important to me to risk messing up. So I will be reaching out to someone to check into options for having it restored. But that's all I really wanted to talk about today. I hope this video finds you well. And until we see each other again, my friends, Wado, that's Cherokee for thank you. Have a great day.